Hi folks, it's Gary here at Royal LePage Sussex, and welcome to my real estate review for November 2024 in North Vancouver. Now in October, you'll probably remember we saw quite an increase in sales. So let's take a look and see whether they were able to sustain themselves in November. Okay, so realtors registered 55 detached sales in the month of November. That was down from the previous month and about the same as what we saw year over year, but 19% below the 10-year average. With active listings, detached finished at 275, again a decrease from the previous month, and about a 10.9% increase year over year and 5% above the 10-year average. With attached, again a decrease from the previous month, and year over year we were down 6.7% as well as 9.7% down over the 10-year average. Okay, with attached, we finished at 92 active listings. That was again a decrease and about 4.5% increase year over year and 21% increase in the 10-year average. Moving over to apartment sales, there were 89, and that was a little bit of an increase over the previous month and 34.8% increase year over year and 12.7% decrease in the 10-year average. With the number of listings, it dropped to 309 apartment listings, which was 24.6 above year over year and 20.7% above the 10-year average. All right, next we'll take a look at the sales to active listings ratio, and it gives us a good idea what's happening in the marketplace. When we have between 12 and 20%, that'd be a balanced market where prices should stay pretty much unchanged. As we get above that, we go into a seller's market where we'd expect prices to go up. So as we end November, we can see that all three categories are either in a balanced market or slightly above. So townhomes came in at 30.4%, followed by condos at 28.4%, and detached were sitting at 20%. All right, so let's take a look and see how that affected the prices. So with detached, the HPI price came in at $2,147 million, that is. And so that was a slight increase over the previous month, about 0.5%. And year over year, we are down about 1.5%. With attached, the HPI price was 1.349. That was a drop of about 1.1% from the previous month. And year over year, we're up 0.4%. And then finally, with apartments, the HPI price increased by about 0.7% to 796,000. And that was a decrease of just 0.1% year over year. So there you have it. We saw that the sales that we saw in October were not sustained through November. But really, it's not really expected this time of year. As we close out the year, we generally see a pretty quiet market. We saw new listings decreases, and the price levels were pretty much staying the same. So what we're expecting, of course, in terms of interest rates, Bank of Canada will be meeting in a couple of days. And the word on the street is that it could be decreasing a further 0.5% or possibly 0.25%. And then as we go into next year, we're expecting some more interest rate decreases. So I think overall, things are really shaping up for a good spring. We usually have a high number of sales in the spring. So with prices pretty much flat right now, I think if somebody's thinking of buying out there, it's a really good time. Now, before we close it out, I just wanted to take a look at a Royal LePage forecast for next year. So I'll just start by saying that Phil Soper, he's the CEO of Royal LePage Canada. He suggests that after several years of unusual volatility in the real estate market, key indicators point to a return to stability in 2025. The backlog of willing and able buyers continues to grow, and upcoming changes to mortgage lending rules will further enhance Canadians' borrowing power. Most notably, Bank of Canada's shift from inflation fighter to economy booster has taken time to influence buyer behavior. So let's take a look. So their predictions for Greater Vancouver would be, in aggregate, we should see about a 4% increase. That's between the fourth quarter of this year and 2025. That's a 4% increase. For single-family detached, that'd be about 2%. And for condominiums or strata title, about 4.5%. All right, so at this time, I'd like to take the opportunity to wish everybody a wonderful Christmas and a prosperous and happy 2025. Take care. Bye now.